Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta go in the car. Dang, you took your stuff off. I need to go get my drinks out the car. I mean, I am making you your favorite breakfast if you wanted to go get my drink. No, I don't have no more. They in the back seat. I didn't bring everything in the house because you know how I get with salsa water. I don't got no chill. All right. Oh, I hope they ain't put the camera on my titties out. This is why people have directors and producers, because regular people didn't go to school for this. Okie dokie. I'm gonna give it a minute for people to come in before I start talking, because I'm not gonna be on here long. Baby, let me put this beautiful paper over here from the courthouse. I'll put it over here so I don't lose it. And we should get these licenses laminated. Do I have what? So do you want to go with the drinks or you want to go with I mean, I have to go get them. I just got to keep on going. And then I got to come back and make you your breakfast. Mm-hmm. No, you didn't. Sure? Sure I can get to it? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I definitely ain't going to look back there. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Babe, I got those drinks in the pantry. All right, let me just make your breakfast and then I'll go get my drink out the car. Can't drink it till I eat anyway. All right, now, I don't know. It's saying that nobody's on here. So I can't trust YouTube. If somebody's on here, say something to me and let me know if the sound of this dishwasher running is too loud, and I'll pause it until I'm done. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll just try to relocate this monitor. Tell me if this dishwasher is too loud, y'all. How about right here? Um, being an apartment wife is very hard. Augustus, you know what? You better leave me alone. It is a hard life being an apartment wife, okay? And you awful with it. So much to do. Shit. I'm gonna hire a maid for you, babe, because you deserve it. All right, so we decided to come on here because we have not given any videos on magic in the spirit world in a minute. We've been so focused on the financial side of this, uh, getting our magic back because I was saying that it don't matter how much you know about it if you can't you financially don't have the means to to get the ingredients to do what you're trying to do, then that will be moot.
That would be a moot. That would be a moot point.
That would be moot. Okay, so I wanted to start this off because a lot of my new subscribers are only on here to listen to me talk about getting the finances in order, living for free, never getting evicted again. The new people that's on my channel, that's what they want to hear. So we're going to get that part out the way, and then we'll get into what our real followers are here for us, which is the magic hour. Now, so we have been testing the theory. Y'all know for the last year, since we was homeless, we had started to study the Uniform Commercial Codes and the USC, right? The Uniform Commercial Codes. And those Uniform Commercial Codes are worldwide. So they mean the same thing for every country. And we learned this stuff. So we've been on our journey of learning, and we have had a lot of successes, and we've had a lot of standstills where we don't even know where we at with that. So every time we learn something, we go through the process and we teach it so that you can figure out which process is going to be best suited for you to do for your life. Also, I want to make a disclaimer. What work for us might not work for you. Damn, so can't use that one, right? That was a good. What worked for us might not work for you, because what worked for some people didn't work for us. So you have to figure out which process you want to put your energy into and make it work for you. So if I tell you, you got to follow this one motion and this should do the thing, it should do the thing. That don't mean it will. So we had a lot of things that we were in the right to file, and they didn't even give it any kind of energy. They didn't respond or decide on it at all. So it depends on the judge and the court system that you're locally attached to, that's trying to sue you. So for everything that didn't work for us, I got really stressed out about it, and I couldn't sleep, and so I would not sleep, and I would think about how to go around them, because for every bully to its victim, that bully has a weakness. And so I have to learn all of the weaknesses to all of these bullies trying to take advantage of us and steal from our estate. If y'all can hear me clearly, please type in you can hear me. Actually, let me just put the shows. All right, so nobody's texting right now. I know Dwayne is probably at work listening to his stuff. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So we had, what you want, the chips now? All right, help you get stuff out the way. All right, well then, how about this? While I'm stirring it, you take the lead. Start by saying how we got into this particular part of the eviction process. Can you do that? Right there. You want an egg bagel or a bagel? I mean, egg muffin or egg bagel?
Bagel.
I'm gonna look on the egg muffin. Okay, who's that texter right there?
Okay, Jay Robinson said I can hear you. There's 3 people on now. So it's 3 people on.
So you have to talk up though, if you want to talk to them, okay?
Right. All right. So what did you want me to?
So we said we was gonna start the beginning of this video on the eviction process, because that's what all of the new people that came to my channel was trying to hear.
Okay,
and then we'll go into our actual.
So new people, if you are new to the channel, what my wife is talking about is the fact that A lot of you may know us from trying to fight the courts with this eviction stuff and prove that your signature is actually proof of payment, and that some of the other things that we've been reading. Now, I will say for that group of people, if that's what you came on to find out more information about, no problem. However, please do understand, and this is for everybody, that all of this is connected. It is all one. And if you are not able to see or find or even understand that there are connections between all of this, you need another channel, because that's not what we're about. We're about finding the truth so that way we can live our lives better. We know that right now we being lied to. We know that. We just don't know what difference between the truth and the lies. So me and my wife, we go on head first and find out what's true and what's not. So as far as the rental situation,
Nobody is supposed to pay rent. You advance your rental payment for the entirety of the lease. When you fill out the application and it is accepted. Oh, that's Rashida. Hey, Rashida. Um, okay, so none of us are supposed to pay for our rent. Our landlords are supposed to open up a account for us and then have the escrow money pay whatever fees is on that account. And then they're supposed to quarterly give you a stipend from the interest. But not one landlord in this country has ever told us this. And because of that, they all are committing fraud.
And that's what we need you guys to understand, is that what we're basically doing is peeling back layers and layers of business practice. Because that, I'm going to say it over and over and over again for the people in the back. This is where you live. You do not live in a country, you live in a business. No difference than living in Target or living in McDonald's. Okay? You live inside of a huge corporation, not a country. That's what makes you significant, makes you different than everybody else. It's because you live inside of a business. You need to understand that it's been business for 400 years. It's always been a business since this colony was established. And since the colony went to 1 to 13 colonies, nothing has ever changed. It has always been about business. So what we're doing, as I said before, is peeling back the layers of this onion, trying to figure out, okay, what applies to me, if anything, and then how can I use this for my benefit? Because like Trump said, I never broke no laws. Y'all hate that man, but that man is right. I ain't break no laws. I just found out what laws will benefit me and make me money. And if you are here and you calling yourself a citizen of this great nation, this big ass business, if you are here, you better be about your business. If not, move the fuck out, because you're wasting space.
No, don't move out, because we need slaves to get shit done that we don't do.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously, that's an honest fucking statement.
We do need y'all to work if you ain't gonna, make any type of business. But seriously though, this is what it's about. And the reason why we have so many contracts laid on top of contracts, and we're so confused about which way is up, is because someone else was handling their business while we were not. And that's just what it is. So now we have to go back and see the layers of business that was not handled. And how can I correct it for my family, my estate personally, and for my children and my legacy? So we started this process. So that's just to give y'all a background. How this connects to magic and everything, or the day-to-day, why is this all one?
Oh, sorry. I'm cleaning. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How does this connect all back to everything else? Well, you should have a basic understanding that magic is intention. Intention is what you think and what you decide to put into action. When you decide to put something into action, no matter where you are on planet Earth, you're going to use a means of communication. That means of communication, whether it be sign language, clicks, or actual words, whatever the hell you using. I don't care if you're using flashlights. Whatever means of communication that you are using to get your intention into the 3D universe is what magic is. Now, how they tie in? Because when the sheriff comes to your house with something that's written down on a piece of paper that has spelling on it, he's going to enact the power of that spell, and he's going to enact that power on you. You need to understand that. You need to understand it from both levels, though, because if you walk up to him and tell him, "I'm not with your magic, sir," he's going to knock you in the head and kick you out the house, because that's what he came to do. You need to understand that he's there to do business. And when you understand that, oh, this is business going on, but underneath this business is someone's intention, is someone's idea of what should be. And
or we can make this very easy. You could open up your wallet and take out some cash bills you got. On there is spells. You see the pyramid and all that, the symbols, the eye, and all that shit. That's a spell. It's a cast of spell, and everybody who used that currency is under that spell. That's why we kill and we steal and we do all types of things for that piece of spell paper. It's the same thing. So, in learning what we learned, we kind of got sick for the first probably month about this shit, because how dare somebody play me like this? And then how dare I let somebody play me like this? And then how dare I not know about this? A lot of that shit will go through your head. But the fact that we was living in our car and all of these people have had access to our estates and they're living their best life, and their kids are going on vacation and going to these pricey boarding schools across the world, and we're living in our car. So that didn't work for me. So we had decided to do these processes for a place to live. We wanted to start with an apartment and see how that worked. So going through the process of the eviction process, we learned that you don't even have to accept a summons. You don't have to accept a summons from whoever's serving you. You can not take it and go down to the court and say, how do I do that already? Well, then take over, because I'm gonna burn the shit out of this food.
All right. So we learned a lot. Some of the things that we learned, of course, we are going to teach for a price.
Right. Well, we give y'all a lot of gems that if you actually pay attention and you do read on your own, you can do this by yourself. But for the direct help, and if you're nervous because you are actually going through this process, we do a 90-minute consultation for $150. You get both of us. That price is that price for right now. It might not stay that price. So I put the contact information in the description of this to help y'all, and we can help with eviction, child support, and what was the the car. So we could do consultations for either one. Okay, go ahead.
Um, Shut. I was tying it. No, we were tying it home back to the magic and things that you.
Oh, symbolism, babe, and putting spell in the paper.
Okay, so one of the major things that I want to bring out that I hope I don't
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to like detract from what the work is, but one of the major things that I've noticed is the amount of responsibility that you have to take on in order to do any of these things. One of the things that the judge said was, I've heard of this theory of law before, of you from you sovereigns. When she said that, I analyzed that. Yes, I analyzed that from her point of bias, but I also look at both sides. I know that she's saying that because she actually hasn't taken the time to actually read or understand how these things are applicable, right? She's going to work every day. And what I find with all of this, not just the laws, the codes, but just life period on the day to day, we are not taking enough responsibility. If you are considering yourself to be practicing or understanding or learning magic, you need to understand that it is a great responsibility. Because what it ultimately is that we're talking about is power, whether it be the seen or unseen. What we're talking about, what this conversation is all about, is power. And if you are immature, you don't deserve no power. And that's whether it be power over your everyday life, the choices that you make, or anything else. Somebody does need to take the reins from you if you are immature because you will abuse your power. And that's the case that we find ourselves in today. There are people on the financial side who have made it their job to step in and be the responsible party. I'm not gonna be the person that says, "Oh, they, it's a conspiracy. They stealing from us. They taking from us." Nah, the way I look at it, what I'm learning is that I've been grossly irresponsible.
Juvenile and immature. Mm-hmm.
I've been a small child about my finances, and someone else saw that as an opportunity. And why would they not? I live in a business. When you see an opportunity, you should capitalize on it.
That's what Burger King said when they found out what McDonald's was up to. It's people on this side that like they burger square.
Guess
that,
what?
I mean, Whopper, whatever.
Wendy's.
Whatever. It's an opportunity.
That's an opportunity.
Period. If you see somebody left their keys in their car and they nowhere near their car, I mean, you might just go for a ride because the keys is in the car. So we are the keys. We the keys. I mean, the car. Damn, I forgot where I was going with that thing, but you know what I meant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're the opportunity.
We are the opportunity.
Capitalize off of.
And they're gonna take every opportunity as they should because this is where you live. This is the reality that you find yourself. So what we're doing is trying to learn and hopefully teach you guys some of the best ways to handle your reality. And it starts, of course, with your individual thoughts.
Yeah, and then your actions once you think.
When she said, I've heard of this theory of law, what she was saying is, I know there are people who think the way you think. Now, if you're not my wife and you're not offended by being called a sovereign, then you can listen to what she's saying and hear it for what it is. What she's saying is basically, there's people who think like this, but I haven't seen enough of you acting.
So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
So I'm going to keep doing my actions. And they're not wrong, people. They're not. Because if you understand the place you live in, this great nation, they tell you that things go by vote, right? It's no one person. We don't have a king, right? Oh, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna fucking tell them. It's no kingship here. There's no one man. There's no tyrant. There's no one person doing it, right? We live in a republic. I say this all the time. Learn these words. You need to learn these words. They're not just words, they spells. It's about how we control energy. Oh. Right, Rashida. And the tools we use to do that are these words. When you say republic, what it means is you are representing you. When shit needs to get done, you don't look for the guy. You don't say, who's going to be able to do this? When there's a tragedy, you don't say, who's going to save us? In a republic, when something happens, you get up and do it. You don't look for nobody else.
This is very, very true.
But they tell you that you live in not just a republic, but a democratic republic. And this is where the fuckery starts.
That's the oxymoron, right? How can it be a democratic republic?
Because now what you're doing is you're saying, I represent myself most of the time. When I'm not representing myself, I send this guy down here to represent. On its face, it's not even that bad. It's like having a lawyer at a trial. It's just somebody to help you out. However, when I say we've been grossly irresponsible, what we're doing is we're saying, I would like you to watch my children.
But never doing a reference.
But I'm never going to check back and see what you're teaching them. until you're teaching them something that I absolutely positively hate. But because I haven't been spending the time with my child, developing my child for myself, because I've left it up to you to do it, you've also been writing rules the whole time. And one of those rules is my kid don't have to listen to me. But I did that because I gave you my child.
And I said, I'm
I
gonna be
said,
gone for 8 hours a day, and you're gonna have my child, and you can do whatever you want. Teach them whatever you want to teach them, influence them however you want to influence them.
right.
And y'all ain't gotta hear what we saying. But right now, your second and third grader is being taught that it's okay to touch a penis and a pussy. But you keep on going with this school shit with these creeps. They gonna have you. I ain't trying to get into no whole homosexual LGBTQWXYZ thing, but the way that they're pushing this gay agenda and y'all not catching on, it's just to prepare you for the pedophilia ride. This the what is it? Young, what they call it? Young love community, whatever they call that shit. Y'all remember we telling you this because they're going to say they already have a TED talk out saying that pedophiles are not bad people. They just love young kids. So you keep it up, saying it's okay for love is love. Love is love. We can fuck animals if we want and babies. That's what this shit is. So not to get all sidetracked and off of this, but we want to tell y'all that um, you don't have to ever step foot in a courtroom. The court system, all of this is a taxable event. It's all taxes. So if you put your motions in, you figure out which motion you want to put in, you put those motions in, and you can tell them that you do not consent to go to any courts and be a part of any of that shit. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
But we did also learn too that what was I saying about the responsibility? Oh, I was trying to say that yes, in order to be let's say I'll just keep it simple because everybody wants to be rich. So in order to be financially stable, in order to be set, you have to be financially responsible. Even if I give you $10 billion today, if you are financially irresponsible, then a fool and his money soon part. This is old. This ain't nothing new. This is shit that is in the Bible. Y'all know this. So all we're saying is, since we know that we haven't been financially responsible, you need to be about your business. You need to be about learning about what finances actually are. And the lazy way of doing it is letting someone else basically give you a value and tell you what everything's value is.
Like we told y'all before that when you go to work and they say that your pay is $7 an hour or shit, for some of you ones who think you're doing well, the $30 an hour check, uh, they're telling you what you're worth, but they're taking your payment from your own estate. From your own estate. That's your money. So technically, you can write an affidavit of truth to your employee and say what you want your salary to be. But not one of us do
Or
it.
not, but
Not one of us do it. You think you worth $7 an hour, so they agree. That's the truth.
you keep burning the food. Keep talking.
I keep burning it every time I'm doing it.
So, so going back to being responsible, um, as a responsible adult, you when you start to make agreements, when you become of the age of adulthood, you start to make agreements. The age of maturity, yeah. When you get to the age of maturity, you start to make decisions. Those decisions that you make, they stick to you. Whatever you decide to do, that's your path now, right? And that's exactly how it should be. However, for convenience sake, for convenience and only convenience sake, we have given away most, if not all, of our own power. So when we get into a situation, and then, like my wife said, the the alphabets, I'm sure somebody that's listening to this is on that spectrum, um, like we all are. Um, but it's not to come at any particular body for whatever they think is. It's understanding that you are also part of the agenda. You also are part of being played. It's not that it's us versus you, because all of us collectively, As long as we have those disagreements and those divisions, we can all be played. And we can all be told that it's better for you to be convenient than for you to be responsible. But when something comes down the pipe that you don't like, if you don't want your child exposed to whatever, critical race theory or whatever, you don't want your child exposed to that, you can't complain then. You can't say it then. When it's being presented to you, I don't like this. Because fundamentally, you've already given that away. You actually don't have the right to be upset at that point. If you're going to work every day,
well,
you can't.
You do have the right to be upset, but you can't stay in the upsetness. You got to move after that. Because at the end of the day, we don't understand these contracts, and they're not explaining it to us. And it's their duty, their fiduciary duty to explain this to us, and they haven't. But just because somebody didn't say, when I do this, this is going to happen, that don't mean you're not supposed to go research what you're agreeing to.
Right.
So you can be upset, but you can't be upset with nobody but yourself.
And that's where the responsibility comes in at. Is that most of the things that we are learning, it ain't nobody's fault. Ain't no conspiracy theory. I got one of the people who I follow who is part of the 2A community. He went down into Washington and wanted to be one of the politicians down there in Washington. He started in his hometown in North Carolina, and he gained a lot of traction. When he went down to actually Washington, though, to deal with the people down there, he found out that just being an honest, God-fearing, American-loving white man was not enough. It wasn't enough. And he thought, well, shit, I've done everything right. He was a Marine, served his country, became a little senator, little senator, whatever you are in your little district, whatever. He did everything right. But when he got down there, he learned that this is not what the country is running off of. This business is not running off of righteousness. It's not what powers this thing. Okay? What powers this thing is profit. We live in a capitalist society. It's about making that dollar and turning that dollar over and over and over again. And if you're not about that, then your religion doesn't matter. Your sexual orientation doesn't matter. How woke you are doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Not in this world.
Not in this
world of finance. Right?
Right. Now, if you want to make a difference, if you really want to make a difference, it's going to take 400 years worth of work.
Honestly, nobody wants to hear that shit.
And nobody want to do it.
It took us that long to get into this crap. So we're gonna we gotta find our way out of it, because we found our way inside of it, and we can't be mad at our parents and our grandparents because again they didn't know. Somebody came here and they took over. So it's not like this is something that we naturally would do. It's something that we had to learn how to do. We had to learn how to be done. We had to learn how to be slaves. We had to learn, remember, they had to teach us how to be slaves. So this is all something that we can't get stuck on. Fuck, how did this happen and all that. Let's just move now. And the fact of the matter is 18 U.S.C. 8, all of our debt is paid. We're not supposed to pay not one bill. Not one. And I done told y'all, get that book, Modern Money Mechanics, so that you can understand that the bank has never in their life loaned you any damn money. And they actually get money from you every time you open up an account, and they take money out of your estate. So once you understand that 100%, then you can start taking over your estate. Now, if you want to, if y'all want any help, if y'all want to do a consultation with us about anything we saying and you want to learn the truth about this shit, then send us the email.
Please do not send us a message that says, I have 7 kids.
Yeah.
My eviction notice is on the door. The sheriff is knocking. Leaving a message with the sheriff knocking in the background, I can hear him banging. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We ain't superheroes.
Because we are not.
We're not superheroes. Just because we go all over the country doing magic and shit, that don't mean we superheroes. We still in a human flesh body. So we can't make magic happen like that. Magic is something you gotta intend and concentrate on. So if they hear putting your shit out, don't call us. Do not call us because we are not available for anybody who has the sheriff actually moving their stuff out the house right now. Do not be lazy. Do not wait. If you know you're going to eviction soon, you get ahead of it. You gotta get ahead of the game. Yeah. That's good enough. Yeah, I think. All right, let's close out on that. We done with the eviction part. So that's that. That's the financial side. What's been up magically? Excuse me. What's been up magically? So I've been having so many downloads that I was supposed to tell them about, and I forgot. I just forgot because I've been so busy. But I do know that I know y'all know about the alignment, right? That's happening. I know y'all could just simply look up at the sky and see it. I know that I'm really feeling this energy of female inside of me. And I feel like the men will soon yield. This is me. This is what I got, my information. The men will soon yield to us so that everything can be corrected, because us constantly going back and forth about who's in control, it's distracted us from what's happening to it. So that's the energy that I got from what's in the sky, from just being under it. Also, if y'all are not able to see what your skin looks like with your regular eyes, I need you to look at the sun for a minute and then look at your skin and see what your skin is telling you. Don't tell nobody else, but you need to know what's happening with your body, and you can see it now. Go ahead, guys. Okay. Say something else. Come on. I don't know. All right. While I make him his sandwich, it's gonna take me like 5 minutes. If y'all got any questions y'all want to ask us, please put it in the chat. Ask any questions you have. Tell us what y'all been up to magically lately. I told y'all about blink magic and how you could look at the sun and blink whatever your, like, let's say for example Morse code is. You blink that to the sun, and then you'll get messages in, and you can send messages to them. I also taught y'all about putting your hands into the grass and the dirt and pulling the energy from it and sending your energy to it. I hope y'all been doing that. The other one was, oh, I didn't tell y'all about the blood yet. So y'all got any questions? Go ahead and ask. Also, the reason why I've been so busy is because I've been coming up with new products to help us, different from what I've been doing. So my focus now is the time traveling tonic that I made. I'm getting more and more downloads from them. Like, it's like all day now. I'm coming up with all kinds of inventions, and I wonder if y'all are feeling more creative. If you're feeling more creative as of recently. What are you seeing when you close your eyes? What I've been noticing is how fast time it takes between setting your intention and seeing it play out. I got 72 hours. Oh yeah, that part. The speed of what's current. So y'all need to watch y'all intentions too, because whatever you think of, you're gonna bring right now. We are things are really moving fast, and for us, we wanted to get our living situation settled before we went into our next journey, which is to be traveling again across the country. We'll be doing that soon. So if you have the freedom to go and know that your living situation is going to be secure when you come back, then that's all the more reason for us to get out and do what we're supposed to be doing and not be stuck in the job site, or school, or at home, not creating, not connecting with your tribe. So it would behoove everybody to, yeah, it will behoove everybody to look into this stuff. I mean, can I ask y'all? Nobody's probably going to answer this, but can I ask y'all why, if there is proof that you're not supposed to pay rent, why are you doing it? Why would you keep doing it? If you know for a fact that there's proof that you do not have to pay cash money for your rent, for your utilities, for your car note, why would you still do it? And then I want you to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why won't I take the time for myself to be free? Then that's when you'll start to see within yourself that you are a slave, a willing participant. So when Kanye West said slavery is a choice, this is what he was talking about. It's awful that nobody could truly understand what he was saying, but you are choosing to get $7 an hour for your work. You are choosing for somebody to say, yeah, I'll pay you $100 to braid my hair up. That's all it's worth. That's what you accept. I don't accept certain things. My husband said I'm a housewife, and I said no, I'm an apartment wife. You can't tell me I'm a housewife if I ain't living in a motherfucking house. That's because I don't accept that contract. And because I'm not a housewife, I'm an apartment wife. You only get an apartment wife shit done. See, you just got to be your true self at all times, period. Know your worth, your values at all times. And the more you do breath work is, they got you thinking that breath work has to be this way or that way, but you do breath work when you talk. In case y'all understand that or not, but you do breath work when you're talking, when you're sleeping, when you're trying to take a dump. You gotta breathe a certain way for that to come out. Everything is breath work. It's what's your intentions while you're doing it. So you need to do that. You need to focus on your intentions and your breath work. Be careful with letting people know what you can do now. The people that you think is your friends, who you trust the most, you gotta be careful now, because everybody can be an agent or a bot. Okay, it's so easy. It is so easy for a thing to get inside you just by what you open your mouth to eat. Go outside and breathe with all the poisons in the air. Washing your body up with soap. These are how these things get inside of you. I don't know why y'all think it's so sinister as to be in some kind of sacrifice of rituals. That's not how entities jump you. Entities jump you by food and thought. Food and thought. Remember, food and thought.
When you ain't got no food, what you think about? When you ain't got no food, what you think about? When your belly is full, what you think about? When your belly is full, what you think about? You see the difference? You see how you have nothing but negative thoughts when you fucking hungry? They call it hangry. Right? All your shit is low vibrational. But when you got a fat belly, all your shit is good. All your thoughts vibrate high. It's not hard, y'all. It's very simple. It's easy. Don't look for the complicated thing. Look for the simplest thing, because that's what's either kicking your ass or giving you the peace that you want in your life right now.
I think for me, the most important thing that y'all need to understand is they couldn't do this, honey. They couldn't do this without using magic. That's why I'm trying to break it down to y'all so simply. The dollar bill in your pocket, honey, is a spell that you touched with your hand and you prayed on, or you use that energy for something. So you agree to the spell contract. Y'all have to get that in your head. You have to. They cannot win if we don't agree to these contracts. If we say, I'm not going to accept somebody putting a spell on me, then they can't. They can't. You just have to know thyself. Know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. Keep saying that shit until you actually do know thyself. Because once you know thyself, you can see when a bot is inside of you. You could feel that shit. You could smell your body being off. You could smell your pH off. You could smell, taste, and feel an agent inside of you making you do something different. That what was that called? That movie, The Adjustment Bureau. If y'all can go and watch that, again, even if you've seen it and think of it in a different light, it's a really good example on how thoughts are put into your head and how they manipulate shit if you're not doing what they want. It's important that you see this stuff. They have to tell you the truth. As long as you keep remembering that they have to tell you the truth. If they don't tell you the truth, they will not get what they want because they wouldn't be honorable. That's where that in honor comes from. Because you have to be honorable in certain things and they know it. And that's why their honor is we gonna tell them that we're doing this to them through advertising, through yeah, through advertising and through your what you see and experience. This push on homosexuality is getting outrageous. I can't watch a damn commercial without two kids being gay. Why so many kids being gay now? And another thing that you're not understanding is, oh, that's what they told me when I went on my vision quest last week. They said that it's a gay entity that lives on the set of Tyler Perry's studio. And that's why it's so much gay in his thing or the love of gay. You know what I'm saying? Me and my husband did a video last year when we was in California explaining to y'all the difference between homosexuals and gay people.
I have no problem with homosexuals.
We have no problem at all with homosexuals. We fucking love homosexuals. Let that be clear. We love actual homosexuals. Gay men who are men with beards and sneakers on and not fucking lip gloss and popping nails or the nails and the popping gloss, however y'all say that shit. That is a entity. That is a gay demon that has been infected you just like the fucking coronavirus. You have to understand it's catchy. You can catch that shit. That's why for people who was never in their life gay, and I see y'all leaving, and that's okay because I don't want nobody that can't handle the fucking truth. You can get off of here if you don't care what I'm saying, if you don't want to hear what I'm saying. It is the truth. Just because you do not know yourself, you cannot understand that you have an infection in you. An infection, a bacteria, a fungus. Those are all entities and things getting inside of you, making you different, altering you. A gay woman does not want a dildo. What is it? Homosexual lesbian. Wherever the words come from, the actual ones that want vagina. They do not want to use a dildo. Do you understand that? This is fucking truth. A gay woman is offended by dick. They think dick, ew. So why the fuck would they want a memory of dick as a fucking thing in their drawer? You have to think. These motherfuckers got your ass and you don't know it. A man that's never wanted to be with a man before 20, 30 years. Now you letting a man fuck you? And you really think that's you? You really think that that's your intention? What you want? When you get a cold, do you want to have a fever? Do you want snot and cold to be in your chest? Do you want that? Your ass do whatever you can to get it out. You will do anything you can to get the flu out of you or strep, but you won't get the gay out. And that's the shit that be pissing me off with you. If you know it's not your true self, if there's ever been a moment where you felt ashamed or doubted what you was doing, that's you coming to say, remember, but no, you too easily manipulated because y'all niggas stand for nothing, so you have fallen for it all. For it all. And I am definitely in my bag about this virus that's going around affecting people with gay. Because it affects everybody home. It don't matter what race you are, what culture, what location you in, it affects everybody. And we got to get vaccinated against that. And the only way you get vaccinated against the gay is to detox. You have to detox. That's the only way to get that virus out. That is my hope. That's my peace. That's what I believe. You could be offended by it, cool. But that is a fucking entity inside of you unless you woke up saying, yeah, I'm a girl that likes girls. I don't want to be a stud girl, because if you don't like dick, why the fuck would you want a woman that looks like a man? If y'all just think, if you just one time at one point in one day, just think about it, you'll see the fuckery in it, the foolishness. Why do you have a fucking dildo? That means your own body saying, please dick me, I need the dick. I need the dick. I cannot have my husband make out with me without ending it off with that dick. That's what the body say, not me. Finish that shit off. And I can't even speak on the gay man side because I don't know how that worked out. That's a whole nother beast. But I'm telling you that the vagina needs a penis. Now, you do what you want with that information about that virus, but that is magical. It is a energy. It is a virus that's in you that you can get out like any other virus. It is not AIDS. It ain't there forever. You can simply get a tonic called shit to gay out, or you can make your own shit to gay out tonic. But damn, I went on a rant about that shit.
Yeah, man, I was waiting for you to come back.
What the fuck? Oh shit. No, because if you was really gay, you wouldn't be trying to convince other people to join you. You can't join gay. Go ahead, man. Take over. I'm never gonna let that go. Go ahead.
I don't know where we
go after that because
before you was breaking.
I went on a rant. Oh, I started off with money and the spell and shit, right? Damn, how I get on a gay?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What was we talking about?
We was talking about stuff. Spelling and being responsible about your own life. And then I don't know how you got on that.
Don't laugh at me, y'all. I swear to God, I'm trying to figure out how the hell did I get on the gay thing. Was I talking about something?
I don't know.
Damn. But, I'm just trying to.
So, to switch up the gears on this, my wife is upset about that particular thing, and I honestly don't care which idea you pick. I just want y'all to understand that the essence of magic is embodying ideas and bringing those ideas into the 3D world through ritual. That's it. That simple. Mm-hmm. If you think about something, or you think an idea pops in your head, or is shared throughout all of us because we have one mind, if there's an idea floating around and you like that idea, you grasp onto it, you go around, start teaching other people about it, that's magic. That is the most powerful magic.
Can you read that? I can't see somebody texting.
Guess it just needed to be expressed.
Oh. Oh God, sorry.
So, what my wife was trying to say is that this is just one particular idea. The idea actually doesn't have to do with homosexuality. The idea is that of being completely free and boundless. And I know that sounds sweet, freedom, right? But if I set every last one of you right now who are listening to me, if I set you free from gravity, would you be happy with that? Would you be cool to be free?
Would you know what to do with yourself if you was free? Would you be a better mother or father if you was free? Would your kids be right and stood up straight if you was free, or would they be wobbling in and out of different viruses that attach themselves to them?
Get away. Get out of here. So you can see by my
the drug thing is a virus getting into
yes,
too, right?
You can see by my analogy that you don't want to be free from everything. There are some things that you absolutely want boundaries for. Do you want the water in the ocean to be completely free, or do you want to stop at the land? You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
use a little bit of common sense. What they told you was apply freedom to here. So if you got a cut and I got a Band-Aid and Neosporin and I got some shit, and I tell you, apply the shit right here on the cut. You wouldn't do that. You grab the Band-Aid, you grab the Neosporin, right? You put the right thing where it goes. Well, you've been told to put the right thing in the wrong place. Of course you want freedom. Of course freedom is a great idea. But if I tell you to put that idea in the wrong place, you're screwed. And that's what's happening.
All
right. It ain't about sex. It ain't about your preference. It ain't about that. The root of the idea is unfettered freedom. Unbound, untamed. In Hebrew, there's a word for it. In English, they translate it as lust. That is what you're being offered. You're being offered whatever crosses your mind, let it be. You see that man's woman over there? Yeah, but she looking back at you though. Let it be. You see that 12-year-old? Yeah, let it be. That's what you're being told, to be free. But only in this particular area. In the area of unfettered desire. You're being taught, you're being socialized to be lustful. And it ain't just sex. It's everything. Your desires should not be met with any resistance. And what you're being told today is if your desire meets resistance, it is the resistance that is incorrect. That's just like saying when the ocean start kicking up against the sand again on the beach, that's like saying that fucking beach, that sand, all that we don't need that. We don't need that boundary. The water should be free to flow wherever it wants to flow. It should be liquid, right? Is that how they want you to be? Fluid, right? That's righteous. Until you drown it. And then you want the water to recede. When it's a flood, you want the water to go away. Back to its boundary. So you're being misled. For the people that left, you missed it. Continue to be misled. Baby, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go to bed. You've been working all night. All day, all night. My husband worked the night shift. He sometimes do 12 to 16 hours. So, yeah, I made him do this because we have not been giving y'all no attention lately because we've been so busy. So I wanted to make sure I was talking to y'all. So babe, go ahead and just lay down. For your food right there. I want to ask y'all if y'all think I was being a bitch since they took me back to court, in a different court to try to still evict me. Of course, and I won again. But since they did it, I was thinking about going up to the office, just to ask everybody how they doing. My husband is so mad at me for being a bully, right? But think about it. Don't they bully you? Talking about you're going to get out of here. We're going to have the sheriff put you out, knowing that they lying to you. They bullying you, right? So why can't I go to the office and say, hey, I love my apartment, girl. Yes. But y'all have a good day. Why can't I do that shit? Why? Why can't I have fun too? So tell me if I could do it or not. We're gonna do a poll. We want to do a poll and see if it's okay if I just say, hey, bitch, how you doing? Especially since you got on the stand and lied. And I'm still in your apartment and I'm about to move all my cousins in here too. And we all got different last names, so you ain't gonna know we coming for your shit. And everywhere I failed, I know how to not do that shit now. So, if any of y'all subscribers of mine live in the state of Colorado, and you want to hit me up so you can get you a nice $2,400 a month apartment with mountain views, brand new, No mold in the walls anywhere. I mean, it's still a paper house. You can hear everything. But I mean, it's beautiful. It's lovely. If you're interested in living free, hit me up. But I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm definitely grinding. I told y'all, if you fuck with me and I tell you, don't do that to me because what you're doing is wrong and you keep going hard, I'm gonna go worse. That's just my personality. So unless y'all tell me in the next 2 seconds, don't go say hi to them hoes in there, I'm gonna have to go say, what's up? How y'all doing? I was just coming over here to use the gym. When exactly, even though I know we having a snowstorm right now, but when is the pool opening back up? Since I'll be here. When it's warm.
Somebody stop.
Not paying rent.
Somebody stop.
Living it up with my mountain views of the Broadmoor. The Broadmoor. I'm awful with it. See, nobody said don't do it because y'all all agree. I'm going to go say, hey.
Y'all really not going to say nothing. Y'all really just going to let it. Y'all really just
It's my obligation for them being on this Native American land. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say I'm about to go get all my tribe cousins. Because I asked you under oath, bitch, is this tribal land? And what you said? What you said? I can't talk about that on the stand. So me and all my tribe cousins gonna come live in this beautiful shit for free. And we'll be here when we feel like it. And if we don't feel like it, we won't be here. But you won't get in here. So that's our morning talk. We'll come back on. I bet you when I get off here, I'm going to remember all the messages they told me to tell y'all. But y'all take care. Again, my contact information is in the description if you want to get some consultations for us. But we only do 90-minute consultations for $150. Anything over that is going to be a whole lot more. Okay? So get all your questions together and everything you need to do or what you want to do. And we'll actually do a consultation on a life insurance policy if you still want that information, because I keep getting a lot of people asking me about the life insurance plan. Getting your policy while you're still alive. All right, take care.